I don't think my approach on business is what the average person would advise. Like I hear people say, never put up your own money. And I'm saying, put your own money up. Work hard in every money. Be patient. And just know that if you're going to do something on your own, you're going to have to feel some pain. So like in Vampire Life, we've had a certain amount of success in a very short period of time. And I'm like the little Jewish guy behind it. You know what I mean? Like before, there's always someone from another culture that's behind it, funding it. In Harlem, your whole thing is not to get hit by work. You want to be the connect. You want to put your own dough up. You want to buy your work. And if you fuck it up, you fuck it up. But when you get that, you can pay it and do what you need to do. If you can name someone in the urban business or an urban brand that's owned by an urban person, not to say a person is being paid a percentage or sweat equity because they're the ambassador or the face of the brand, but are they doing the P&L? Are they doing the production? Are they doing the sales? Are they making sure the bills are paid? Are they paying the staff even if the sales didn't ship? But the difference with me is I can do all these things because I'm the one that puts up the money. If I feel like making a motor oil, I can make a motor oil. Or if I want to make a liquor, I can make a liquor. It's because I'm going to cut out the connect. I know how to get it developed. I know how to get it manufactured. I know how to produce it. I know how to have it distributed. I know what sales are, I know the game. When my children look and ask about what I do, they know I'm the boss. They know I put up my own dough. They could care less what they read in the paper. They see it every day, and their quality of living is never compromised. They know that there's no other man that can walk in the room that's going to make me bow down or talk with a different tone or be extra nice to. And that's what I watch all of these so-called men do. They claim they're bosses and they have these things, but someone else is paying for it. And when that someone else from another culture walks in the room, I see voices change, demeanors change. It's just disgusting. I don't even want to bring up names because I wouldn't even want to do that to people that other people look up to that they think are strong. And you see how weak they are when some little white man walks in the room that can cut them a check. It's disgusting. Have you ever watched a James Bond movie where it doesn't look like he's losing at some point and then he wins? Or Batman or Iron Man or any superhero? There has to be some diversity for you to, overcome to win. You can't be a champ unless you, are in a place where you look like you're going to lose and then you win. The pain that's going to come with being independent, you have to embrace it because it's going to happen. And also know that the more successful you get, the more problems you're going to have. The more knots you're going to untie. Being a boss does not mean smooth sailing. It means having the ability to care about other people before yourself and to untie problems, untie knots. That's all it is. It's not business if there's not problem. There's nothing good without struggle. It just doesn't happen. In all my experiences, there hasn't been one thing that's been successful without me feeling some pain before it was successful. So now when there is pain, I embrace it. I've been embracing it. I'm a G about it because I know that must mean that if I'm cool, that what awaits me, like the darkness before the dawn. I don't want to sound corny, but that's really that's what has to happen.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're coming to you remote site this morning. Had to change some things up real quick to try to get this morning wake-up call in. Going over the list this morning, we've got the Black Lives Matter meeting was last night. I hope it went well. We've got the MLK breakfast on the 16th. This is Saturday coming up. And then we've got on Monday, I want you to go out to the Advanced Youth Outreach event on Monday night. So participate and support. It's a family event, so bring the children. You're welcome to bring the children out and come out and support Brother Vance. You can find him at Advanced Youth Outreach. You can find him at Advanced Women on Facebook as well. We're still talking about business this week. We're still talking about a business and how it relates to violence at the same time, how increasing the black business relates to violence. But one thing you have to understand about business owners, a lot of things, I play those clips from Damien because I like his business philosophy, caring about others before you care about yourself. That's one of the keys to businesses, and that's one of the keys to successful businesses that we have out there. You have to care about others before you care about yourself, and that's what we try to do here at No Covers. One of the things I got an inbox the other night is one of them asked me wanted to do commercials. And later on down the road, we might do commercial. But the reason why we're doing the black business, because it benefits us as well as benefiting the business. Our philosophy is that we support the community first, and the community is going to support us later. If we provide the things for the youth first, then those youth are going to grow up and support you later. You ever known a philosopher of McDonald's? You know why he has the golden arches? The reason why Ronald McDonald's came out with a crown years, because years from now, when you're a child and you see those golden arches, when you're a child and you see that Ronald McDonald crown, or you saw those commercials, when you got older, when you spotted those golden arches, you could spot them from a mile away because you knew that as a child. You invest in youth now, They will come back and remember you later on when they become adults. Let me touch 1,000 young men in Wilmington and see one of those 1,000 young men, 1,000 a year becomes 2,000. 2,000 becomes 3,000. Those 3,000 brothers are your insurance policy. Ask old coach. Ask an old coach that's around, that's been around a long time. When you invest in youth, those young men later on in life, you won't need no insurance. They become your insurance policy. So when we're talking about building the community up, we've got to, as men, and I'm talking about men because I know a lot of people got upset because I did the report, and I'm not taking it back. I said lazy because some of us have just gotten lazy. We've gotten to the point that we want a handout. We've gotten to the point that we take information and then we twist the information up to be able to blame another culture, to be able to blame a system. We take that blame on the system and act like W.E. Du Bois, Martin Luther King, Marcus Garvey, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. We don't act like they had the same system and the same odds when they came about. Well, how were they able to produce what they produced? How was the Honorable Elijah Muhammad able to produce businesses in the neighborhood? How was Marcus Garvey able to build a whole army full of folks ready to move at a command on his whim? How was Martin Luther King able to go from Selma and command people? Because they worked within the same system. It was the same racist system then. What's happening now? We've integrated and became lazy to the point that we will accept a handout versus a workout. We will accept someone giving us something versus us going out and work hard and working around the same system that produced Williston High School, the same system that produced the great minds, produced Luther Jordan, that produced Judge Jack. It's the same system. It hadn't changed. The city hadn't changed. We've just gotten lazy, and what we've done is come up with a bunch of excuses. We take the information and we come up with a bunch of excuses and say, this is why we do this and this is why we do that. No, we have to stop the excuses. We have to get out in the community and do it ourselves and stop waiting for someone else to do it for us, because no one else is going to do this for us. We had a 14-year-old killed, and we got, what is it, a week later, and we're still sitting around meeting on it. What is there what is there to meet about? Well, it was my son I wouldn't be meeting. I'd be out there in the streets. But what is there to meet about? We had a 14-year-old kid and we're still meeting trying to find solutions. Giving you a simple solution. Go out and engage in the young people so that the other ones won't become a 14. Maybe if we're out there on the streets engaging, we might be able to stop the next bullet from coming. It was in the daytime. If we got 1,000 of us out there on the street, hitting the streets an hour a day, 15 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, maybe when the drive-by comes to happen, they may see an adult and keep driving by. You never know until you try it, but we're too lazy. We want to talk about it, meet about it, write grants about it, get paid about it. That's the bottom line. Like I said, as men, we become lazy. So I'm asking you today. It's simple. I'm asking you to touch 3. I'm going to keep asking you to touch 3. Because if you touch 3, and I can get these business owners to get out and touch 3 by giving them some employment, just 15 minutes here, 30 minutes there, an hour here, then we can change this community. So I'm asking you today. It's simple. 3, 4, 5 o'clock. They're walking home. Get out your car. Touch 3. This is your brother. No covers. Love you.